Cauliflower is such an easy vegetable to transform into a soup that I wanted to share this recipe with you, easy cauliflower cheddar soup. We're going to start by chopping some vegetables. Actually, we're going to dice them. I need 2 celery stalks, one medium onion that I'm gonna dice as well, and I also need 3 potatoes. These will thicken the soup, and I've kept them in water so they don't get brown, obviously. I'm gonna dice them as well. Now that the vegetables are all diced, I'll put them in my large pot. In the pot with the cauliflower, lots of cauliflower. I need 9 cups. A little bit of pepper. Now for the liquids, I need some reduced sodium chicken broth and a little bit of water. Perfect. And 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic. Now, if you'd like, you can switch the chopped garlic for roasted garlics. You would need 6 cloves in total. You can also add a little bit of cayenne pepper to give a kick to your soup. I'm going to stir quickly. I need to bring the soup to a boil, cover, reduce the heat to medium-low, and cook for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the vegetables are tender. The soup has been cooking for 15 minutes. It's perfect. It smells just wonderful. I can tell the vegetables are tender. I'm going to stop the heat. And to add even more flavor, I'm going to put a little bit of flour in milk. So obviously this will thicken the soup. But before I add it to the soup, I'm going to make sure that I whisk it properly so there's no lumps. Perfect. Now I'm adding the milk to the soup. And I'm going to bring it back to a boil, stirring constantly so that the flour doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Now I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg. This is a perfect spice to go with cauliflower. It's a perfect match. I don't need much. And I'm going to stir constantly so that the flour doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot, and cook the soup for another 3 minutes until it thickens slightly. The soup has thickened just a little bit. I'm going to remove it from the heat. And with an immersion blender, you can use also a regular blender. I'm going to puree the soup until it's nice and velvety. The texture is perfect. And now I need to bring it back to a boil, stirring constantly. The soup is boiling. It's time to add the cheese. I have some Canadian cheddar, and a pinch of salt, some ground pepper. I'm going to whisk everything so that the cheese melts nicely in the soup. I can't wait to try this soup. It looks beautiful. The texture is wonderful. It's nice and velvety. And to garnish, I've chosen some orange Canadian cheddar. Can't wait to try it. It's loaded with cauliflower flavor. It's nice and velvety. It's definitely a recipe to try at home.